Hello and welcome to a new episode of Silly Motor Engineering. You join me in a very, very cold winter, which is actually today not so cold. So I decided to work on the new side project. Now this is a Honda CBR600F from 1989 that I managed to acquire for quite a decent price. However, there's quite a lot of stuff wrong with it. So I'm going to take the opportunity of not too cold of a day to work on it. Most of all is going to be around this spot. The front brakes are completely blocked and I can't move the wheel. I've already started a bit yesterday, taking off the fairings, taking off the wing mirrors and taking off the first screws around here. But now there's going to be a bit more to do, trying to get the wheel out because the brakes calipers are so completely stuck. It seems the brake pads have fusioned with the rotors. Now I know I look like a complete clown, but when you go to war, you have to wear uniform. I don't want to get too dirty. Alright, so I've managed to take off the brake using mostly, well, of course, drenching them in WD-40, which is very smart to put something that slips on your brakes, but also the tool of a pikey, the hammer. Anyhow, now we're going to have to undo the wheel. However, well, do we though? I mean, she spins quite fine to me. I don't hear any noise. It looks decently straight. Or does it? I don't know. I don't think I should take it off. Honestly, if it works, why touch it? Well, in this case, because the wheel works just fine, I'm going to keep the brakes off there right now. I'm going to make use of what I bought yesterday, this huge tank, to basically drain the bike of all its fluids. Take out, oil, coolant, everything, because it's been sitting for so long. Now, as you can probably see, I'm a bit of a moron. I forgot to open the air vent on my oil collecting pan, and therefore the collector would just fill up and kind of spilled a bit everywhere. But it's fine, I'm in sand. I just have to clean it up. Right, so while this mess that I've done gets fixed and it finishes completely draining itself, I'm just going to start cleaning off a bit the forks at the front and see what's what. Just getting everything degreased, just getting it nice and clean so that we can know what it looks like, and then maybe we'll attack the rear. Alright, it's all cleaned up, all mistakes made. I've cleaned this part of the bike up, and off camera I did my cleaning up of my mess I did with the oil. So now I still have the entire fuel tank to empty, because of course it wouldn't be funny if the bike hadn't moved for like 10 years with a full fuel tank. I'm not going to empty it all because I don't think all will fit with the oil here. So I'll just empty both brake fluids, empty the coolant, just get all the fluids out of the car. Then I'll dispose of this someday and then I'll empty the fuel tank. Right, so I've finished emptying all the brake fluid reservoirs. Now they were both pretty manky, full of a lot of crystallization, crystallized brake fluid, pretty nasty stuff. But now we're doing pretty good. I think I'm going to carry on doing a bit of housekeeping here, just getting a bit of the gunk out, the dust out to make it look just a bit better and to understand better what's going wrong. I'm going to also check fuel lines, because I believe my fuel lines are properly shot. Because for those of you who don't know, if you leave a plastic tube without any fuel going through it, fuel will dry it out and it'll end up cracking. The cleaning is actually quite hard because there's so much of gunk that's incorporated in my metal parts. So what I think is once the bike is kind of running, or at least I've done everything I had to do mechanically, at least most of the stuff, I'll pressure wash it on some parts because there's no way to get all that gunk out, and I'm just gonna use all my products for nothing. So I think that's gonna be the plan. I'm going to check out my fuel lines now. Right, so this is a week later. I've ordered a few parts to work on the bike. It should arrive either today or tomorrow. So I want to take the fuel tank off because, well, first of all, there's going to be plenty of stuff to replace, and I need the fuel tank off of that, for example, the spark plugs. But also, I want to see what's wrong with my throttle, because when I turn my throttle, and let me take you there, you see there, I try to spin it, nothing happens. So we're going to see what's wrong with that, take off the fuel tank and check the throttle body. Right, so fuel tank is off, and now it's just a matter of not stepping on the screws. Yeah. So fuel tank is off, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can find our throttle body through this. I think I probably have to take this airbox out. Right, so I've taken off the fuel tank and the airbox. Got this part here that's like connected to something, some piping. I don't really want to disconnect it because then I have to reconnect and it's going to be a hassle. And let me just get some light in there. So here you see the throttle cable. So I'm just going to grease it up a bit because yeah, now you can't see anything. Right here is where the throttle cable is going to actuate our carburetors. So I'm just going to grease it up a bit, and I'm just going to follow the cable and see why it's not doing anything with my handlebar. I suspect because the bike has been in a small crash, which I know because the owner told me, but also because this is completely scratched. The body panel was scratched, and this end of the handlebar is kind of manky. I suspect something happened there, so it might just be the handle. Right, so I've been trying to work out how to get to my throttle. The thing is, so here we've got our two throttle cables that go from here, and well, you can see not much happens. I mean, I've got a bit of play, but that's mostly because I've got play in my cables. No, you can. I don't think you can see anything in there. But anyhow, I didn't even have like the springy effect I should get, because it looks like down there my carburetors, what's supposed to spin to activate my throttle and to move my carburetors and to make them work properly, is not moving. So that means I'm going to have to take this part off, but I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to have to go into some literature. I'm going to see how it goes. So, I know I look like I just got out of prison, but it's just freezing, so bear with me. I've done my research. I'm going to take off the carburetors. To do that, I need to first drain my water cooling pump and then just take a bunch of hoses out. And I talked with some local guys who said they can do me a deep clean with ultrasound. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so I've been trying to get it out for like so long, so it's not working, so I'm going to use a heat gun to try and expand the rubber and get it on. I think it's pumping too much extrusion. My lamps don't like it at all. Okay, so it was the heat. It was a piece of cake to get out. Once I heated it up, it really came out quite easily. There we go. Our throttle assembly with our carburetors. That's not going to be fun to mend, is it? Oh my word, what happened there? What? There's like something broken definitely here. That's not good. Oh, that's not good, is it? So we have a big problem because this part that broke actually broke off. Can't find it, but it broke off our fuel hose. So this means this from the fuel. So yeah, that's not good, is it? Alright, ladies and gents, we are the next day and we've got something. This bad boy. Says the order I placed. It's about $300 worth of parts and other stuff. Gonna get cracking on installing it while we still have a bit of sunlight. And once it gets dark, we'll go into the workshop and start disassembling and cleaning our carburetors and get them ready for a ultrasonic clean. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to change all the brake cables because they were probably more like brake tubing, metal tubing. They weren't metal tubing, they were plastic and probably full of debris, so we're just going to change them to metal ones, which is better and looks better. So let's get cracking. Right, so I've done the rear, and honestly, I think it looks pretty sick. I don't know if you guys can see, you probably can't see, it's too dark, but look at that, just a little red accent, it's cool. And here, metal brake lines, it looks cool. Now let's, I'm not going to do the front because I'm a bit of an idiot, or the guys who I ordered the part from are idiots, I don't know, we'll have to see, because I only have one. I only have one brake line, and I should have two because I have two discs at the front. So I'm not gonna change the brake line. However, I might just try and change the brake pads. So let's try that. Okay, so I finally managed to take it off. You probably saw in the time-lapse how long and annoying that was. Disassembled completely the first brake caliper of the front. Now I'm just gonna pass it through soapy water with a toothbrush to get it nice and clean. Basically doing some dishes because it's disgusting. Alright, so that's the two front brakes rebuilt. When I say rebuilt, I mean just cleaned, and I changed the pads. So that's pretty neat. I'm not going to reinstall them just yet because, like I said, I only have bought one of these brake lines. But I think I'm going to fit this brake line from my brake lever to the joint that there is down here. It's basically a joint, and then separates into the two sides of the brake. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so sit rep. We've changed the brake line at the rear. We've changed the brake pads at the front and took off all the brake lines that there were, and we're waiting for more because I don't want to just change one. I'm going to wait for all of them to arrive. And we've lost 18mm socket in our engine. So I'm going to have to look into how to fix that. I'm going to put some more wood in the fire in the workshop so it's nice and warm when we go and get working on the carbs. And I'm going to get a little brake